Rutherford County Farmers Market. No middlemen, just local hands and local dirt.
Access Tennessee News. I'm Will Nunley. Crews in Henry County near Paris worked throughout the night to clean up after a powerful pop-up thunderstorm disrupted that community. Utility officials say nearly 2,000 customers lost power. That's a decent percentage of the county. Trees and power lines were brought down by wind gusts. Most of the customers were restored by early this morning. A Scott County man faces charges including terrorism after being accused of trying to blow up an Oneida Walmart. Martin Robbins faces charges of terrorism, aggravated arson, and reckless endangerment after the incident Monday. Reports show Walmart employees noticed a fire by a propane station. After reviewing security camera footage, police say they saw the driver truck stop in front of the station and throw a lit object out the window. The vehicle was tracked down and police arrested Robbins. He's in the Scott County Jail on a $500,000 bond. More news in 30 seconds.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
It's another big day at the Wilson County Tennessee State Fair, starting the day out with a Farmers Appreciation Breakfast. There's a confirmation dog show today, Fair Princess Review, corn eating contest, and kids four-wheeler rodeo. Reporting from the Wilson County Tennessee State Fair, I'm WANT's MJ for Access Tennessee.
Thank you, MJ. And I, Will Nunley, Access Tennessee News.
This is CBS Rewind. August 20th, 1977. The Emotions hit the top of the singles chart with Best of My Love. This date in 1979, Bob Dylan released the album Slow Train Coming. August 20th, 1983. The Police brought their Synchronicity tour to Philadelphia. And August 20th, 2012, comedian Phyllis Diller.
I got a figure that just won't start.
Died at home in California. She was 95. I'm Brendan Brooke, and that's Rewind.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. If you're a renter, make sure you're protected. Renter's insurance includes options that cover stolen property, personal injury, and living expenses if your place is damaged. Quote renter's insurance at progressive.com.
The Atlanta Braves are on FM 101.9 and AM 1450, Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. I'm Ben Ingram. Your home of the Braves is WGNS.
A delayed homecoming for Ozzy Osbourne. The BBC was set to air a new documentary, Ozzy Osbourne Coming Home, almost a month after his death, but it's being put on the shelf for now in accordance with the wishes of the Osbourne family. No word yet on a new air date or when we'll see it here in the States.
Let's go get these guys.
We're going! Netflix surprise anime hit K-pop Demon Hunter is gearing up for its sing-along debut in theaters this weekend. Amazon and Hot Topic rolling out exclusive merch for superfans. For the uninitiated, the film follows a group of K-pop stars who happen to be monster slayers. Yeah, that's my dream gig. For CBS Entertainment, I'm Matt Wolf.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. If you're a renter, make sure you're protected. Renter's insurance includes options that cover stolen property, personal injury, and living expenses if your place is damaged. Quote renter's insurance at progressive.com.
FM 1019, FM 100.5, WGNSradio.com. The Good Neighbor Network. We're
the Good Neighbor Network. FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro. FM 100.5 Smyrna. Audio and video streaming at wgnsradio.com. This is Rutherford Issues, hitting right at what matters most to all of us here in the heart of Tennessee. From Murfreesboro to Smyrna, Eagleville to Laverne, Leanna to Barfield, and everywhere in between. If it matters to you, you'll hear about it in the next hour here on Rutherford Issues. Now your host, Brian Barrett.
Well, hey, hi, and hello there, fun lovers and truth seekers. Welcome in to Rutherford Issues. Here from News Radio, WGNS. Happy you are with us today. It's going to be a day of a bit of transition weather-wise. Cooler than it's been the last few. Well, yeah. It's not going to feel like 108. It's going to feel like more like 100 to 102. So you're welcome. Mother Nature throwing us a bone, right? Big bone coming, though, next week. False fall is on the way. Are you ready for it? That's right. I said it. False fall. Gonna feel like it, but is it really? So we'll look at the forecast here in just a second. Lot to accomplish here today. Lots of news, information, all of that's headed your way for sure. Trying to remember. Yeah, it's Better Business Bureau today, I think, for the show. So, plenty to do. First of all, let's say good morning to the good neighbor first. How about that? Today's good neighbor is Laura Wright. Someone wrote in to tell us about Laura, to say that Laura should be the good neighbor of the day for going above and beyond, providing compassionate, individualized support to every student with disabilities that she works with. So Laura Wright today, for that reason, because someone took the time to send in that nomination, she's going to receive flowers from Ryan Flowers and WGNS. So you're thinking to yourself, I could name off a dozen, Brian. I could name off a dozen people that should be good neighbor of the day. Well, I hope that you'll not only name them off, but that you'll let us know who they are, because that's what the good neighbor of the day is all about. Text neighbor to 615-893-1450. Just that one singular word. If you text that to our number, you'll get an automatic reply, and there'll be a place for you to tap a link. You do it right there from your phone, obviously. And then fill out the information it asks for, click submit. When you do that, it's done. It's all taken care of. wgnsradio.com/good neighbor will get you to that same place. Congratulations, Laura Wright. And thanks, Ryan Flowers, Coffee and Gifts. What next? Birthday club. Yeah. Had several birthdays called in today, it looks like. So need to send some congratulations out. Who is the birthday club winner out of all of those that were named today? Jennifer Turner. That's who. Jennifer is the recipient of flowers. Of banana pudding. Can't eat the flowers, can you? Well, no. I'm not going to go down that road. Don't eat the flowers, kids. Jennifer Turner is today's birthday club winner. So Slick Pig Barbecue has some banana pudding waiting for you, Jennifer. Hope you enjoy that. And just stop on in and let the Robinsons know. They'll be sure to get that banana pudding and give you a happy birthday wish. Open every Tuesday through Saturday over at 1920 East Main Street, right here in the borough.
Now, here's your Rutherford weather forecast.
Well, let's send you outside on Big G TV. 80 degrees here at our downtown studios. 82 at the Murfreesboro Airport. I have a feeling maybe we haven't updated here just yet. We've been on a pretty good streak of that here at our downtown weather station. 82 at the Murfreesboro Airport, 82 at the Smyrna Airport. The feels like already up to 87. Now, we do have a good shot at rain and storms today, about a 5 and 10, 50-50 chance of that. But I'm telling you, the extended forecast, if you haven't looked past the weekend into next week, some treats are on the way with, we're still going to call it this, false fall.
Well, Brian, it looks like we'll see a few scattered showers and thunderstorms at times here for this afternoon. Partly sunny skies develop. We'll see high in the mid-90s. Winds out of the north around 5 to 10 miles per hour. And for tonight, a slight chance for rain showers early on with decreasing clouds, low near 69. Thursday, mostly sunny, high around 89 degrees. And Friday, mostly sunny skies, high of 92. Saturday, a slight chance for showers and storms here late, high around 92 degrees. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. And we're taking a look at our Rutherford weather radar. Not really showing anything to this point. Cool new feature that we've got on there. We can add the temperatures overlaid. So it's got our temperatures. I'm trying to control this from a monitor that's behind me. So, yeah, some things are never fixed right. But anyway, that's a look at the radar, not showing any showers or storms at the moment, but we could have them. Now listen, next week, Sunday, sunny, 90. That's nice, right? Monday, sunny, 83. 58 on Monday night. 80 for a high on Tuesday. False fall. Enjoy it. Don't fall for it, but enjoy it. But anyway, bright, beautiful sunshine out there right now. And 82 degrees in Murfreesboro and in Smyrna. That's a look at your Rutherford weather forecast. Be sure to check us out on RutherfordWX.com. From the website, you've got several things to choose from, some forecast tools, just some neat links. But the biggest thing you'll want to do there is check your favorite social platform, YouTube, Facebook, X, Twitch, Kick, and Trovo. I think I got them all. Those are the channels that we're live on in any given severe or impactful weather situation. And we'll keep you informed. You can see the radar just like you can here on Big GTV. We've got live cameras, meteorologists who are giving their expert analysis of what's going on. That's what you'll get, and it's all for Rutherford County, Tennessee. Not the state of Tennessee, not the Southeast, not, Rutherford County, North Carolina. It's Rutherford County, Tennessee weather. From Rutherford Weather, check it out, RutherfordWX.com or Ruco Weather on your favorite social platform.
Good day, Rutherford County. This is Lee Colvin, financial advisor and CFP with Edward Jones. Let's get the latest business news from our financial desk.
Well, the NASDAQ falls for a second day as tech struggles again. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is right at even, 44,922. S&P is off 42 at 6369. NASDAQ down 288. Again, those tech struggles, the NASDAQ continuing to fall for a second day in a row. Right now, standing at 21,031.
From Wall Street to Church Street, that's the latest business news from the Edward Jones Financial Desk. I'm financial advisor and CFP Lee Colvin. Call 615-907-7056 or stop by our office on South Rutherford Boulevard in the Public Shopping Center.
Rutherford Issues on News Radio WGNS.
Rutherford Issues is powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Avoid using ovens or stoves during the heat of the day. Maybe try grilling, microwave, slow cooker instead. Some energy tips from our friends at Middle Tennessee Electric. MTE.com/myenergyplan for more of those. And our Big GTV coverage is brought to you by Murfreesboro Medical Clinic, offering 20 specialties, several locations, and more than 900 associates dedicated to your health. Quality care that fits your life. Choose MMC. World News is coming up in 15 seconds.
This is Pastor Nikki Ajapong, lead pastor of Holy Hill Chapel in Murfreesboro.
Here are sermons on WGNS every Sunday night at 7:30.
Extending the love of God.
Reviving the community at Holy Hill Chapel, TN.org.
CBS Radio News.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Steve Kathan. Hurricane Aaron prompted evacuations along the North Carolina coast, but some folks stayed behind.
We're all hoping and praying for the best.
We decided to keep our vacation and keep it going.
The storm's not coming ashore, but it's massive, kicking up surf along the Atlantic that could cause flooding. CBS's Rob Marciano reports from North Carolina's Outer Banks.
The winds picked up a little bit. The waves keep encroaching on this area, and while the heavy equipment's out, basically he's taking sand that's been pushed onto this road a good 100 yards or so and scooping it up and front loading it up back onto this beach and clearing the road. I said, what's your plan of attack? He said, well, probably do this again tomorrow. So it's an ongoing battle as these dunes are constantly shifting and sand continues to intrude.
Fear of rip currents has led to beach closings up into New England. Today's the day Republican lawmakers in Texas are expected to send through a new redistricting plan. CBS's Omar Villafranca.
President Trump has pushed for the redistricting to help build a more favorable political landscape in next year's midterms. Republicans are expected to approve the new maps, while Democrats here say they're going to challenge this in court. Now, Democrats in California, they're fighting back, where the party obviously has control of the state there. Dems are looking to counter the move by Texas and redraw their districts, but first, they have to ask voters to approve of those maps.
A federal judge has temporarily blocked a Texas law that would require public schools to post the 10 Commandments. North Carolina Republican Senator Tom Tillis tells CBS's Major Garrett that President Trump should be cautious in his bid to get Vladimir Putin to the Ukraine peace table.
I would not even want to be in the same state as Vladimir Putin. That's how much of a thug and a murderer I think he is. But, the president has got to deal with unseemly people. So I'm going to give the president some leeway as long as we don't all of a sudden become so arrogant as to think that we should dictate the terms of peace for a sovereign nation.
A new poll indicates most of us have little faith in the federal government.
Fewer than a third of Americans, 31%, say they have a lot or some trust in the federal government to act in the nation's best interest. That's according to a new Gallup poll. The figure is much lower than those who say the same about charitable organizations at 80%, state and local governments at 50%, and businesses at 40%. Jim Krasula, CBS News.
A wooden church in Sweden, all 600 tons of it was moved to a new location. All done because the world's largest underground iron ore mine is threatening to swallow up the town where the church has been for more than 100 years. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Paul's new drone startup just lost its most genius computer scientist.
We just lost our best genius to some new genius who's got a genius new idea. I'm going to have to find a new genius, or two half geniuses, and fast.
He needs a computer scientist that can keep his startup from falling down.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
It's the official drink of the U.S. Open has been the $23 Honey Deuce, a mix of vodka, lemonade, and raspberry liqueur, topped with mini tennis balls made out of honeydew melon. A record 556,000 of them were sold at last year's tournament, bringing in nearly $13 million. Forbes says the biggest competitor this year is the Watermelon Slice, featuring champagne, elderflower liquor, fresh watermelon juice, and lime. It's served in a fluorescent yellow glass shaped like a tennis ball and will set you back $39. Stacey Lynn, CBS News.
The Webb Space Telescope has spotted a new moon orbiting Uranus. NASA says it appears to be about 6 miles wide. Scientists think it hid for so long because of its faintness and small size. The planet already has 28 known moons. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
SRM Concrete. With every new day, every sunrise, we build structures that stand the test of time. And upon their foundations are our homes, where we work, where our kids go to school. And with that comes tremendous pride. We don't just make concrete. We build relationships, trust, confidence. We're SRM Concrete. Build with us.
We're the Good Neighbor Network. WGNS Action Line, talking with Rutherford County newsmakers about what matters most to you. Weekday mornings at 8:10 on News Radio WGNS.
I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, and here are some of the top stories impacting Rutherford County on your Rutherford Roundup for Wednesday, August the 20th, 2025. High school football is officially back as WGNS and Big GTV launched their 79th season of coverage with the 2025 State Farm Prep football schedule. Murfreesboro listeners will once again hear the familiar voices of Brian Barrett and John Dinkins, who began their 23rd season together in the broadcast booth. The longtime duo, with a combined 28 years of coverage in Rutherford County, will be joined by returning analyst Ron Edwards and a second-year team member, Bill Hockenberry. In addition to the main game broadcast, Danny Brewer and Clark Blair are back on the sidelines, delivering live reports from key matchups across Murfreesboro, Smyrna, and other parts of Rutherford County. This season features global audio streaming and enhanced video coverage through YouTube, Facebook, and other digital platforms. Friday Night Thunder keeps the momentum going post-game, with Court Steele hosting the popular Scoreboard Show each Friday until 10:30 p.m. From coaches' interviews to real-time results, it's a wrap-up fans won't want to miss. Meanwhile, the Coach's Corner returns for its 32nd season every Saturday morning at 9, offering analysis and previews of the next round of games. Barrett, Dinkins, Brewer, and Hockenberry welcome coaches from across Rutherford County to discuss strategy and team progress. On Thursdays, Primetime Sports adds even more coverage starting August 21st at 6, featuring local sports talk on high school football, MTSU, the Titans, and more, hosted by Clark Blair, Rod Edwards, and Danny Brewer. Residents across Rutherford County are facing intense heat, with heat index values nearing 107 degrees. The National Weather Service has issued a heat advisory, urging the public to stay hydrated, avoid strenuous activity, and check on the elderly, children, and those without air conditioning, especially in Murfreesboro and Smyrna, where conditions remain severe. Reverend Dwight Ogleton, founder of the Kool-Aid program, continues to offer assistance to those without adequate cooling. The program's supply of air conditioners has been exhausted, and donations of fans and AC units are urgently needed. Those in need or those willing to help can contact Reverend Ogleton at 615-487-9670. Temperatures are expected to remain high, and the National Weather Service may issue additional advisories if conditions worsen. Meanwhile, the Tennessee Association of Broadcasters recently honored several standout figures during its annual Excellence in Broadcasting Awards held in Nashville. Among the recipients was Murfreesboro's own Brian Barrett, who accepted multiple awards on behalf of WGNS Radio, including Best Local News Coverage and Best Local Sports Coverage. WGNS was also recognized for the Roundtable Talk Show and its digital platform, Rutherford Weather. The award event highlights the ongoing commitment of Tennessee broadcasters to community service and excellence, spotlighting voices from across the state who continue to inform and inspire. A major investment in public safety and justice is underway with the development of a new regional forensic center in Smyrna. Designed to serve Rutherford County and the surrounding region, the $15 million facility will be located on a 10-acre site near Weekly Lane, adjacent to existing county services like EMS and the county clerk's office. Once operational, the center will be equipped to handle up to 1,000 autopsies annually. This will significantly reduce turnaround times for families and local law enforcement who currently face delays due to reliance on the Middle Tennessee Regional Forensic Center in Nashville. The new facility will provide enhanced collaboration between detectives and forensic staff and offer new training opportunities for local personnel. The project is being fully funded from county reserves, meaning no new taxes or debt will be required. For Rutherford County, the center represents a critical step forward in improving both public health and efficiency of local investigations. Meanwhile, in Murfreesboro, City Auto Mitsubishi is helping pave the way for teen driver safety. The dealership has donated 2 new vehicles to Rutherford County Schools Driver Education Program. The goal is to provide students with hands-on training in modern, safe vehicles, strengthening driver confidence before they take to the roads on their own. The donation reflects a strong partnership between local businesses and education. Rutherford County Schools, known for its innovation in academics and safety, will use the vehicles as part of its comprehensive in-school driver training. With over 52,000 students across 52 campuses, the district continues to invest in initiatives that directly benefit students' well-being. That's all for now. For updates on these and many more local news stories, be sure to check out our website at wgnsradio.com or follow us on social media at News Radio WGNS on Facebook and X. And if you're enjoying the show, be sure to leave a rating or a review on Spotify and iTunes or a comment on YouTube. I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, part of your Good Neighbor Network, and I'll talk to you later.
Your Atlanta Braves station.
Hey, this is Ben Ingram. Thanks for listening to the home of Atlanta Braves baseball. News Radio WGNS, Murfreesboro, Smyrna.
WGNS.
Our family at Demas's Restaurant are proud to support local emergency responders who put their lives on the line for our community each and every day. This is Peter Demas, and here is this week's Demas's Emergency Responder of the Week.
You heard in the news about how many people with mental health issues have only law enforcement to help with their needs. Mental health is one of the major factors in crime and homelessness. Sergeant Jason Brown is coordinating a grant and research project to develop a virtual reality training program for the Sheriff's Office. It trains officers for crisis intervention. Again, thank you, Rutherford County Sheriff's Sergeant Jason Brown.
When you see a firefighter, police officer, paramedic, or telecommunicator going the extra mile, let WGNS know, and we at Demas's Restaurant will salute them as the Emergency Responder of the Week.
Access Tennessee Sports. I'm Josh Copley. The Vanderbilt Commodores released that their men's basketball team will be hosting Virginia in an exhibition game on October 16th at Memorial Gymnasium. This will be Vandy's first exhibition since the rule change that allows teams to play 2 preseason exhibition games against Division I schools. The Music City Grand Prix, which features the IndyCar Series season finale, will take place at the Nashville Superspeedway in a little less than 2 weeks. Per the Nashville Tennessean, there will be a concert taking place before the event, and it is headlined by the rock band All-American Rejects. Coverage for the race will begin at 1 p.m. Sunday, August 31st on Fox. Knox News reported that Tennessee basketball player Ethan Berg will be competing with the Israeli national team in the FIBA Eurobasket Championships. This will delay the newcomer's arrival to Tennessee, but when he does, he will have 3 years of NCAA eligibility with the Vols due to regulation shaving off a year because of his professional playing time in Israel. I'm Josh Copley with Access Tennessee Sports.
I happened to glance up, and the clear sky was gone.
Coast to coast, all night, every night.
All I could see was something round and black.
On WGNS, AM, FM, online.
I am Charlotte Gardner. I've lived at Adams Place for 3 years.
Do you have entertainment?
3 times a week, there's always entertainment. Come on. You can find bridge partners, you can find card game partners, and Mahjong is a very popular game. You never lack for something to do. Never.
Hi, this is Terry Deal at Adams Place. Call me for more information about Adams Place. Phone 615-904-9111.
Adams Place on Memorial, across from Walmart.
Access Tennessee News, I'm Will Nunley. Afternoon storms ignited a serious situation in Lawrence County. One man was reportedly struck by lightning and a field caught on fire a short time later. According to Lawrence County Dispatch, rescuers responded to that call of a man who had possibly been struck by lightning at around 6:20 near Buffalo Road. And around the same time, just 2 miles away on Hudson Road, officials responded to a report of a cornfield on fire due to a lightning strike. It was quickly contained. Dickson County is joining a growing list of Middle Tennessee communities to install license plate readers. WKRN reports the Dickson County Sheriff's Office will soon have 12 to 14 LPRs in operation. This following a unanimous approval from the County Commission. The sheriff says they plan to cover all directions of their county, specifically heavily traveled routes like Highway 70. He calls the devices a force multiplier and a powerful investigative resource, helpful in identifying situations such as stolen vehicles.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
An elk is on the loose roaming Ashland City, and neighbors are taking notice. The seemingly calm elk is the topic on neighborhood social media pages. A Cheatham County TWRA officer believes the elk may have escaped from a farm nearby. Wild elk do roam freely in eastern Tennessee in the North Cumberland Management Area. This after the TWRA reintroduced the species into the state in the 1990s. Tennesseans can own elk with a permit from the Tennessee Department of Agriculture. Will Nunley, Access Tennessee News.
Are you looking to buy or sell real estate? I'm Betsy Maples with Maples Realty and Auction, and we've been selling property in Middle Tennessee since 1969, whether it be traditional listings, sales, or auctions. Let us visit your property and help you decide what method is best for your situation. Call Maples Realty and Auction today, because it's our people that's the difference.
Maples Realty and Auction.
Sold Maples Realty and Auction. Join me, Speedy, Adler, and Greg for the Rick Burgess Show on WGNS.
The Rick Burgess Show, weekdays 11 to 2 on News Radio WGNS.
When you turn to Turner Security.
For 75 years, Murfreesboro Medical Clinic has been a cornerstone of health and compassion in our community. From our humble beginnings to the advanced, comprehensive care we offer today, our commitment to you has never wavered. With 8 locations across Murfreesboro and Middle Tennessee and over 100 physicians, we continue to provide the highest standard of care. Then, now, and always, your health is our mission.
Rutherford Issues with Brian Barrett on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna. Listen and watch at wgnsradio.com.
Rutherford Issues powered by Middle Tennessee Electric. Hey, a reminder that if you have a different phone number than maybe you had before, different email address, you've gotten rid of that AOL and gone to something like Gmail, well, you need to let our friends at Middle Tennessee Electric know. They contact you through email and phone with alerts like outages, important information about your account, things like that. So be sure to get that changed. It's simple. Go to mte.com to get everything taken care of there. Well, today we are talking with James Price of the Better Business Bureau, and joins us here every couple of weeks to talk about various things. James, good morning to you, sir. Good morning, Brian. I'm well. I'm doing well. So what's new in your world? Wow. Now that's a friend. Yeah, you know, John Wick needs lots of money. Oh, no. Yeah, I wouldn't think so. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and do you mind doing it on a green dot card? You know. Yeah. That's the big thing now, isn't it? Crypto. Well, we've got James Price of the Better Business Bureau joining us here. And, you know, you hear these scams, and I guarantee you that you're like me. You hear this and you think, if Keanu Reeves called me, I would be, smart enough not to figure that out. But these things have gotten so, and with the use of AI, they've gotten so good at spoofing voices. I'm hearing that just the voicemail on a phone can then be inserted using AI somehow, and they can mimic almost exactly that person's voice. So say my son had his voicemail, his voice on the voicemail, they could take that, put it in, run it through AI, and then have a conversation with me through AI, and I probably would fall for that one. It's like I'm talking to him,
Second biggest one is employment scams, and a lot of it has to do with people wanting to work from home. In the presentations that I gave this week, I just asked everybody here, I said, how many of y'all would like to have a work from home job? Everybody's hand in the place with it.
Really?
Everybody wants a work from home job. And so what that does is it tells the scammers, well, I just need to tie into your emotions on this and offer you something really big that I can take you money from, because you're going to think that you're going to get a work from home job that's going to have all these perks.
Yeah.
And people are falling for it like crazy. I'm amazed the amount of people who I see that they apply for a job and they have a job interview and they've never been face to face with somebody. They do everything by text message, email, or text message or email are the two big ones.
Mm-hmm.
And it's never face to face, even with the Zoom and Teams calls and things you can have when you can have a face to face conversation. They don't use that. If you have a legitimate company, you should be able to ask some questions about that. Don't get all tied up in the fact that this company is going to offer you $100,000 and 4 weeks off of vacation a year, and they're going to pay for your health insurance and allow you to work from home. Just give us your social security number and your birthday and all this other information along the way. And then, of course, we're going to send you a check to help you get started. You get the check in, if the check's not any good, and then you cash it and you're out that money. So a lot of things are happening with employment scams. The other ones we come up to are romance scams and friendship scams. I had to remind people that, one of the things that these scammers will do is they'll actually scan through obituaries, and they'll try to prey on the people who lost a spouse or lost, a partner or something, and they'll befriend them. These kind of scams can go on for a while before they actually start taking money from you. Online purchases, again, if it's too good to be true, Xboxes don't sell for $50 somewhere.
No.
Okay. So, bottom line here is, if you see a product that you want to buy and it's at a ridiculously low price, you need to really do some more homework on that. Home improvement scams is the next one on the list. Phishing and social engineering, where people just try to get your information. We already talked about advanced loan fees. That's still in the top 10. Travel, Government grants, this is where we got into. There's no such thing as free money. And the other thing is that the government does not call you. And then, of course, tech support is another big one where we talked about how sometimes people get this warning on their screen that says, don't touch your computer, call this number, blah, blah, blah. You know, if you do anything to your computer, it's gonna blow all your information away. And from my experience on that is if you ever get that warning on your computer, sometimes you can just turn your computer off and back on again and it goes away. So if you ever get something like that, before you call some tech support number, hit Control-Alt-Delete, and then again, if you need to find somebody for tech support, there's plenty of tech support people that you can find on Better Business Bureau here locally, and they'll actually come to you overall. So those are still the top 10 riskiest scams out there. And of course, the other one is the stick, where of course I'll back up for a minute on the text messages on the bills that you're getting from another state because you have a toll road fee or something you didn't pay. Those are all bogus scams. I had somebody call me a couple weeks ago. This guy lost $5,000 where he paid for these toll road things, and he thought it was real because he actually been to that state within the last 60 days. And he actually paid the money, and there was no way to get it back because he paid for it via gift card or money or wire fee.
Wow.
And the other worst part about the stick is when you get these calls and say, hey, we're from the government, there's a warrant out for your arrest. If you don't pay this fine right now over the phone, then we're going to come pick you up. We're 4 blocks from your house. And so on those, it's like, well, come pick me up then.
Yeah.
You know where I'm at. Come get me. I don't know of a SWAT team out there or a police department in the world that goes out to make an arrest and calls the people ahead of time and says, oh, by the way, we're fixing to come pick you up and arrest you and take you to jail.
But it's that initial shock that they hope that you kind of lose your sense of, making sense of the situation, in lack of better words.
Right.
Mm.
And then, of course, the FOMO.
Yeah.
They're missing out. They're always going to say, hey, well, if you don't take care of this today, then, you're going to miss out. And your answer to that should always be, well, I'm going to miss out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do this. But I say, a lot of times we should just use common sense, but a lot of times what happens is emotions of common sense. And this is where people lose money. Just otherwise, be careful what you're doing.
Good advice today from James Price of the Better Business Bureau. All the scams that are going on out there, just pause, take a moment, think, when some of these situations pop up. James, as always, thank you so much. James Price is a great resource here in Rutherford County for businesses, for consumers like you. So go BBB.org. Go BBB.org, where you can find more information about our Better Business Bureau.
Subscribe to Big G TV, local content that matters to Rutherford County.